What's going on, guys? Welcome to another carlicious episode of Ask Eggy. Where am I right now? You can see my eyes are all fucking red. So I got a car in front of me with the brake lights on. I'm in the Taco Bell drive-thru right now. I'm about to give me some nachos. I don't know why I got this nacho craving. Maybe it's because I'm like in 80-degree weather and all sweatpants, sweatshirt and shit. I don't know. Feeling hot. I don't know, but brake lights again. It's a long line. I got like 30 people in line here. It's crazy. Anyway, enough about that. So today I want to address a question that some people were having. They're talking about, not Taco Bell, they're talking about Eggman. Why did you like it so much? You say supposedly the mental institution was like one of the best times in your life. That's what you just said in the high school video. What is the deal with that? What did you like so much about a mental institution? People generally aren't happy to be in a mental institution. Okay. Now, why did I like the mental institution? Let me get to this. Okay, so prior to my admission to the institution, I was probably in my most depressed state that I've been in. Because, I mean, you know me. If you know me, I've said, oh my God, I hate my life. Oh, I want to die, blah, blah, a lot of times about different shit. I mean, this was serious. Like, I was sleeping, like, I would go to school, sleep through school, I'd get home, and I would sleep a continuous, sometimes I would go a couple days without eating. That was not unusual to me. Maybe when I would get home off the school bus, maybe I'd have like a brownie, a snack cake, something like that, just to have something in my stomach, you know what I mean? But a lot of times I would be sleeping like 2 p.m. all the way through 6 a.m., go up for school, sleep in school, and it was terrible. This went on for a few weeks where I was sleeping all day pretty much every day. And, eventually I was like, I really said to myself, I couldn't control, that's why I would sleep so much. I couldn't control my depressive behaviors. Like, I was extremely suicidal to the point where I couldn't control myself. I had to go right to bed because anything, I was afraid I was going to hurt myself. I was afraid I might hurt somebody else. So anyways, I was, eventually, like, my parents didn't really, for, I guess, whatever reason, ask any questions for the most part for quite some time. And then finally, somebody said something at school to me, and I basically said something like, yeah, I'm ready to die. And they were like, what the fuck? And they they told, like, some, like, social worker. Anyways, word got back to my parents, and they're like, hey, your son said apparently he wants to die, and blah, 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 whatever. So my parents were like, oh, hey, maybe we'll get you into some counseling or whatever, in some therapy. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm fine with some therapy. You know what, I'm whatever right now. I'm cool with whatever. So I went and got into therapy, or like I was going to get this therapy. So like a week or two I was by, and I finally get to my first therapy session in quite some time. I hadn't really been in therapy for like a few years. So I get into this therapy session, my first therapy session, and I'm like, they're talking to me or whatever, and I'm like, basically I just want to die. I fucking hate life and I want to die. They're like, ooh, like my parents are there even. I'm like, yeah, I'm just ready to die. Like I'm done. This life fucking sucks. I'm ready to just like opt out. I'm done. And they're like, well, I can't remember how it all came up, but they're like, it was like really shocking and like, oh my God, everyone's like, oh, But they're like, well, we can't admit you for this treatment unless we know for sure that you pose like a danger to yourself or others. I was like, I don't fucking care about, if it takes me having to kill people, I'll kill people. I had threatened a bombing once. Not like a bomb threat, not like, people would like leave a bomb threat in the hall to like get school shut down or whatever to get out of school. I didn't do that. But I mean, I told people, I was like, yeah, I thought about bombing the school before. Like, I would like to just know how many people I could take out. They're like, oh. I was like, yeah, I'd kill people. I was like, I didn't have any respect for my life, didn't have any respect for, especially for other people's lives, because I felt like I was kind of like against everybody else, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was very isolated. So then like, holy shit, this guy's a fucking psycho. Like, and that day, like, within like an hour, I was getting strapped up in a straitjacket, getting put in the ambulance, and taken like an hour into the cities to go to the mental institution. Now, what did I like about the mental institution? Well, first off, get in there, peace and quiet. I know when I'm going in there that I'm not, like, my anxiety and from the isolation was so bad, like, to go in, like, even like the lunchroom, my stomach would just drop every time, you know what I mean? Like, I go in the lunchroom, and I feel all the eyes on me, my stomach would just drop. I would be, like, so, like, you know what I mean? Just, like, tight, like I would barely even breathe. It was terrible. Get into the institution, peace and quiet, scheduled group time, scheduled alone time. Everything's like scheduled, so you know what you're getting. And everybody there was kind of fucked up, and I actually got along with everybody in there very well for that reason. And even the girls, like, I didn't, like, probably, like, this was probably like the most female contact that I'd had at this particular point in time, like, because there was girls there that, you know, typical stuff, you know, they're all cutting their wrists, one girl actually fucking stabbed herself to the chest, like some Indian girl. Well, I don't know, she was kind of Indian. She was kind of hot though, but she was kind of like an Indian princess or something, I don't know. But anyway, so it was like, everything was relatable. And there was a couple people there who were really into World of Warcraft, which obviously I was as well. And that was like something to talk about. And everything was scheduled, you know, the food was scheduled, the medicine was scheduled, and everybody was just, you know, there was only like, right when I came in, there was this girl who was like super like loud and like fucking like crazy and like, you know, whatever. And she ended up like getting discharged or transferred to like permanent stay or whatever the hell it was, like right after I came in. And it was just very comfortable for me, you know what I mean? To get out of this environment that I'd been in school where I was so anxious, so isolated, and get in this place where maybe it was the drugs, I don't know, because that was the only time, like when they gave me my drugs when I got out, I didn't ever take them ever. I threw them away in the garbage because I didn't want to get like, I don't want to be like a drug zombie, you know, because I seen all these guys I went to school with, you know, they get like, they were some like the first kids to get diagnosed with like ADD, ADHD and stuff, and they're on this Ritalin, and now they're all grown up, they're on fucking meth, heroin, like crazy. And so like, I could see it coming, you know, people told me when I was younger, they're like, don't take those drugs, do not take that medication. So I was just very like anti-medication, I wouldn't take it, so I threw it away as soon as I got home. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not, but that was basically what it boiled down to, you know what I mean? It was a comfortable environment, everything was like, everything was just okay, you know, there wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like everybody was like breathing down your neck all the time, people weren't like, you know, it was just, went from like the stress of life to just like, soft, plain room, sleep comfortably, you get up, you're in your pajamas, you go, you take your breakfast, you take your medication, you know, maybe you get to watch a movie today, maybe you get to go play in the play room or whatever with like, you know, you could like do push-ups, you could fucking, you know, run around or whatever. I was comfortable, you know, maybe you get a visitation, comfortable. I know it sounds probably like kind of like prison without the like getting fucked in the ass. It's like mental prison, but I don't know, it was just like, it was very comfortable, you know. Okay, now, you know, now it's lunch, and now it's, you know, now we're gonna talk about our problems. Now we're gonna, you know, now we're gonna color. And it was all very comfortable. It was like, there was no judgment, you know, they're very like, you know, everybody like comfortable, you know, nobody was isolated, everyone, you know, it was like comfortable, blah, 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 I don't know, however it was, but it felt good, it felt right, you know what I mean? That's how it felt, you know, it was like, you know, okay, today we're doing meditation, today we're doing yoga, whatever. It makes it sound like a vacation almost, more than anything, but compared to school where I was like, you're not getting your work done, you fucking fail, you fucking piece of shit. Oh, and all the kids are fucking laughing at you all the time, and everybody's staring at you all the time like you fucking loser, weirdo, freak, and, you know, whatever, and it's like, you know, everything's fucking drilling on you all the time. And then there was periods of time too, like, because you had like this group therapy, group talks, whatever, and it would be like where you could talk and like, hey, what's the thing that's really, you know, some people had some really horrible things, like there was girls, you know, they were getting like, they're trying to kill themselves because they were molested and all these horrible things, you know what I mean? So, and then, you know, so I mean, by comparison, you know, just like simple bullying or whatever, probably, or simple like isolation or whatever didn't seem like a big deal. But maybe that took some of the edge off of my, you know, how I felt, because I'm like, you know, I could kind of empathize more and see, you know, other people being worse off. So I think it was a combination of just, you know, positive interaction with a group of people that I hadn't really felt kind of like that before. You know, it wasn't isolation. Everything was comfortable and structured, you know, where it was just, you know, nothing was gonna, you know, there wasn't any like holding your breath for like a horrible event to happen, you know, like, you knew like a big test was coming that you hadn't studied for, you didn't do your work or whatever, or something like that. It was all just comfortable, structured, you know, no worries, carefree, comfortable. And then all of a sudden they're like, okay, well, we can't determine anything that's wrong with you at all, so we're discharging you right tomorrow or whatever. And I freaked out and I'm like, God damn it. But then I got to have like this medical leave where I played World of Warcraft, and I went on and I re-rolled on these guys' servers that were in the institution, and we played together a little bit. That was fun, but one of them ended up committing suicide, and then I was sad about that, and then I never really played that character again. I sent some messages to like people that were like in this guy's guild, and I'm like, please, you know, remember him for me. He was a good guy, you know, and it was a little bit emotional. But anyways, I feel like that's kind of why I liked the institution, I guess, if that makes sense. It was comfortable, structured, stress-free, you know. I guess that's about it. And positive interaction with people. But, you know, at that point in time, you know, I never had anything like that, you know, and it felt so good just be comfortable with people. And it's finally about time for me to get up here and get me some nachos from Taco Bell. Ooh, yeah. They're probably horrible and disgusting, but I don't know, I'm just in a nacho mood. There's nothing else open at like 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning, wherever the hell it is right now, so. Anyways, dudes, thank you for joining. Thank you for listening to what I had to say regarding that matter, and we will catch you next time.